What's good? Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. It's your boy Willie Way. Back another sports content video of the NBA. And the sports content video of the NBA. Damn, let me slow down. I sound crazy. We're gonna be talking about the Wizards and Pelicans trade. So I don't know what date this happened. I think it happened like I think yesterday. I think whatever. Anyway, the Wizards received C.J. McCollum, Kelly Olynyk, and a future second round pick. And the Pelicans received Jordan Poole, Sadiq Bey, and a number 40th pick via Shams. Shout out to Hoop Central. So, CJ McCollum, he's still a good scorer. He's getting old. I think he's like 34, 35 now. It's not like he's getting younger. I feel like, I said if the Pels want to trade him, I said put him on like a championship type team for the end of his career because he deserved it. Because he's McCollum's low-key one of the most underappreciated players of all time, in my opinion. But sadly now he's ending up in Washington. But Washington low-key got a lot of good veterans over there. Chris Middleton. Who else they got? Yeah, Marcus Smart too. They got Marcus Smart, Middleton, and now they added CJ, and now they added Kelly Olynyk, and also people got to remember that the Wizards rookies, like their young players, is actually going to be nice. So I feel like in 2 or 3 years, the Wizards gonna be a good team, like a very good team. Like they got a lot of young players. Like they low key might be younger than the Thunder in the next 2 to 3 years. You know what I'm saying? So watch out for the Wizards in like 2 or 3 years. I mean, hey, the East looking pretty weak. So who knows what they could do next year? But I ain't gonna push it yet because they're still pretty young. They're not like Thunder young, like they could win games. They're more poised. They're not there yet. So I say in 2 to 3 years, the Wizards gonna be a playoff team. But anyway, Jordan Poole. I feel like Jordan Poole on the Pelicans is low key good for the Pels team because the Pelicans. If I'm the Pels, I would keep my team like young as possible because like in the West and in this NBA now, you gotta have a lot of young players and some vets that can maintain the team. And Jordan Poole, once he's relaxed, once he's like calm and collected, and he's not trying to do everything out there by himself, he's a very good player and a great scorer. So I feel like Poole with that team will be great. He gotta his chucking habits gotta just get a little better, But he been shooting the ball at a very great clip this year. I know it's the Wizards, but you still gotta shoot great even if you're on a good or bad team. Jesus Christ. Sadiq Bey, I thought Detroit was gonna keep Sadiq Bey back then, like a few years ago, because like Sadiq Bey was very good on that Pistons team, but they was very trash when he was there. But I feel like if Sadiq Bey was on the Pistons team that just happened, I feel like he would have done damage. But Sadiq Bey was hurt this year because I think he had like a season-ending injury. But when Sadiq Bey's healthy, he's a very good player. So that's another good pickup for the Pels. And they got a 40th pick. They could probably do something with that. And yeah, Kelly Olynyk, still a solid player. I feel like a player like Kelly Olynyk, if you put him on a championship team, I feel like he could do very well. So yeah, I feel like this is a good trade for both sides. Honestly, how y'all feel about this trade? Who won this trade, the Wizards or the Pels? Let me know in the comments.